Hey guys, Mac Renatos here, entrepreneur, husband, boss, leader, and the list goes on, but you get the picture, right? And I'm not saying this to try to brag, but we all have 1,000,001 roles to play in life, and I'm sure you can relate. Now, you likely opted into this video for one major reason. You have lots going on and lots to do. So I want to commit 2 things to you in exchange for your time. Number 1, I will be quick. And number 2, you'll feel a little bit more in control of your life by the end of this video, or at least know how to get there. So let me give you a little bit of my backstory so that you can understand the craziness that is my life. My wife and I have been buying and throwing away planners since we were in high school. We spent thousands of dollars and thousands of hours on this stuff. Of course we were sick of it, but we did nothing about it. Then the busy year hit us, and it hit us hard. Now, we were 28 years old, and between the 2 of us, we were running 3 companies, 1 nonprofit organization. We were on 4 boards and involved in 4 professional groups. We were planning a wedding, buying a house, renovating that house, training for an Ironman, traveling 3 weekends a month, getting a new car, and then officially trying to have a baby to start our family. Needless to say, we needed a lifeline. Worse than most. We tried every lifeline marketed to us in that time management and planner space, but nothing worked. Eventually, we decided to put together our own lifeline based on the things that we have found has worked for our crazy, busy, but now productive lives. That's when we created a life planner, or as we refer to it, the LP. See, I'm the typical entrepreneur. When there's a problem, I like to fix it. And what I found is that if I fix that problem well enough, other people tend to want that same solution. This is how I've started all of my businesses. See, the original intention behind the LP was for my wife and I to use it to create and actually live the life we wanted to live. After friends, family, and colleagues saw us using it and getting results, they asked the question that I love most: where could I buy one? This is the $1,000,000 question that literally speaks right to my entrepreneurial heart. And that's how LP became a product of its own. Now, enough about that. You came here to learn how to be in more control of your life, right? So, without further ado, here are 3 strategies that you have never heard of before that you can implement today to help you get anything you want out of life. Okay, so if you're already a current user of the LP in US or Canada, these aren't new to you, right? They're integrated into the LP and you're already using them every single day. But if you are new to this whole LP thing, let's chat. Number 1. Don't use time to manage your life. Forget time management and think life management. Life management is not about time. Time management is just one-dimensional. But I'm not one-dimensional. Are you? Planning your life requires you to look at your life in 3D. Who are you? Where do you want to go? And how can you get there? Please dig to understand who you are. Define goals based on where you want to go. Use each day of your life to implement tasks that get you to that goal. You have to integrate yourself into your day, or else your life is just one flat plane of time. In the LP, we have multiple exercises to help you kick off your week and make it more 3-dimensional. Number 2, get rid of your to-do list today. Lists rule our lives. We live by the list and don't let the list live by us. Allow me to explain. Each day you wake up early like a successful person, and you write down your list of things to do. Great. But in doing this, you let each day run you rather than setting the tone at the beginning of the week for all of the things you want to accomplish. However, this list is just a dump of items to get done. It will keep you busy for that day, but in no way will it make you productive. As humans, we look at a list and we look for the things that we can do now that seem easiest to complete, so we can cross them off and, look accomplished. In the long run, though, those things usually aren't the most important or the most urgent in our lives. Here at Copy Genius, we recommend using something in our LP, our life planner, that we call the brain dump. The brain dump allows you to start the week off by dumping the contents of your brain onto paper. This might seem like a glorified to-do list, and it is until you use the next tool in the LP. See, the combination of these 2 tools that we offer not only helps transform that to-do list, it keeps you accountable to the goals you want for yourself. And number 3, take notes on one thing. We live in a society where we are wired to multitask. Listen to a podcast while writing copy for our website, right? Going over financials while we're listening on a team conference call, meeting with a mentor for lunch, and zone out daydreaming about an event you've been planning. We've all been there, doing 2 things at once and thinking that we are in fact awesome as can be and totally winning at life. It just doesn't work. Essentially, we aren't listening to anything in the way we were meant to. From the call to the podcast, we're missing something being presented to us that could in fact be influential in our lives. What happens is that because we weren't listening, we often have to go back and ask someone for more information. Hey, what did we talk about on that call? Or who was that contact you mentioned to me when we met last week? What suggestions did Susie have for improving our sales process? So, take notes on one thing. Keep your focus on that one meeting, that one call, or that one task, and take notes on what others are saying. Please don't waste additional time trying to relearn what you've already spent time on you just weren't paying full attention to. The LP incorporates this mind-blowing technology called pen and paper. Yeah, that's how simple we like to make it. And the LP gives you the space you need to take notes on the meetings, calls, and more throughout the entire week. Not only will you stay focused on what you're doing, you'll comprehend what you're writing faster and be able to retrieve it from your brain better than just listening to it alone. Please don't waste time learning things twice. Instead, learn things better by writing them down the first time. Now, I know I promised you 3 things, but we live by a motto here at Copy Genius to always underpromise and overdeliver. So here's one more for free. Let your life mess up your schedule. You don't want to be so stuck in your planner that you forget that the whole point of this thing is to do life better. Allow an emergency breakfast with a friend in need to trump your morning workout. Now, the technique we use with our LP is called switch time. Have a designated switch time for routine activities like working out, reading, or anything like that. For example, when I'm training for an Ironman, I'm up at 5 a.m. every day doing some form of self-growth, and then I'm working out by 6 a.m. But if something comes up that week around that time, or that doesn't allow me enough time to get the full workout in, then I have 4 p.m. as my designated switch time. There's usually one day a week that I end up working out at 4 p.m., and I don't feel bad about it for a second. Not only do I get my full workout in, but I was also able to be there for someone who needed me, completely guilt-free. So guys, I promised you I'd be quick, and I promised that you would have some tools to implement in your day right now. So, just to recap on those suggestions. Number 1, don't use time to manage your life. Number 2, get rid of your to-do list today. Number 3, take notes on one thing. And the bonus, let your life mess up your schedule. We feel like giving and doing good are both important parts of life. So if these topics were helpful, feel free to please pass this information along to anybody you want. On top of that, we also like to put our money where our mouth is. So for each life planner that's purchased within 24 hours of watching this video, we will donate one to a youth center nonprofit to give to their participants. Also, we know you're busy, and successful people tend to make decisions quickly. So any LP that's purchased within 10 minutes of watching this video will receive a 10% coupon for future purchases, along with us donating a planner in your name. So guys, please start managing your life and stop letting your life manage you. I can't wait to walk through your life planner with you soon.